In the Sunshine State, dreams of palm trees and coastline living mask a darker truth. A real estate boom that once promised prosperity is now unraveling. Today, we dive into why the Florida housing market is crashing and who's caught in the fallout. Just a few years ago, Florida was the poster child of real estate growth, migration, cash buyers, overheating demand everywhere. But in 2025, that narrative is shifting fast. Data now shows that home prices are slipping, inventory is swelling, and buyer demand is weakening. What was once a red-hot market is now creeping into cold territory. Here are some of the numbers that tell the story. In Q2 2025, the median sales price for single-family homes in Florida fell to $414,900, down 3.1% year-over-year. For condos and townhomes, the drops are steeper, about 7.7% decline compared to the previous year. Inventory, which once lagged demand, is now rising. In August 2025, the median sale price was about $402,600, a 0.25% decline YoY. Homes for sale climbed 5.5% in that same period. These modest declines cloak a deeper tension. More homes are listing, but fewer are selling. Reduced demand is playing out in sales volume too. In May 2025, closed sales of single-family homes were 24,756, down 5.7% from the prior year. Condo and townhouse sales were worse, down 19.9%. Across Florida, many areas are shifting toward a buyer's market. Where once sellers had the edge, now buyers hold more negotiating power. But Florida isn't monolithic. Some regions are hurting worse than others. Coastal and Gulf markets are under intense pressure. In South Florida, some segments still show price resilience, but the broader trend is cooling. In markets like Cape Coral, inventory is swelling, price cuts are frequent, and foreclosures are rising. These places are becoming the cracks through which the broader collapse might spread. One of the hidden triggers, affordability breaking. Home values over the last year dropped to 4.7% in parts of Florida. The income needed to afford a typical home is now estimated around $98,902, far above Florida's median household income near $77,000. That means many buyers are priced out, even as prices soften. Add into this the weight of rising insurance costs, property taxes, and high mortgage rates, and it's clear many who once dreamed of owning a home can no longer afford to do so. Mortgage rates remain a heavy anchor. Rates have hovered around 6.5% or more in many parts of Florida, a level that dramatically increases monthly payments compared to the 3 to 4% era. Because of that, many potential buyers are hesitating or forced out of the market. Lenders are tightening standards. Some deals now collapse not because of the house price, but because the mortgage or insurance doesn't pencil out. In the boom years, developers raced to build, permits were fast-tracked, zoning relaxed. But now, many of those developments sit half-finished or unsold. Communities that overexpanded are seeing the fallout. Empty streets, fading for sale signs, and inventory piling up in once hot subdivisions. This overbuilding is amplifying the downward pressure on pricing. As prices fall and mortgages choke, distress is creeping in. Foreclosure starts are rising in hotspot markets. Some homeowners, especially those who bought at peak with low down payments, are now underwater, owing more on their loan than the home's value. When equity evaporates, options shrink, either sell at a loss or face default. Investors, who once fueled Florida's boom, are retreating. Institutional investor home purchases dropped in Q1 2025. Investor share was close to 6%, down from prior peaks. This pullback signals a broader loss of confidence. If deep-pocketed players begin exiting en masse, the downward spiral can intensify. Behind every listing, there's a family, a risk, a life. Imagine someone who bought a home in 2021 at $500,000 with a small down payment. Today, they may owe $480,000, but the value has dropped, equity receding fast. They face rising insurance premiums, tighter budgets, and the fear of being stuck or forced to sell at a loss. These are not just statistics, they are real stories of people squeezed by a shifting market. So will Florida's housing market crash entirely, like 2008? 3 possible scenarios. 1. Soft landing, prices stabilize, then slowly recover. 2. Deep correction, 10 to 15% declines over time. 3. V-shaped rebound if monetary policy loosens drastically. Given current data, rising inventory, falling demand, mortgage stress, a gentle crash or prolonged stagnation looks more likely than a dramatic rebound. To know where it goes from here, watch these signals: mortgage rates and 10-year Treasury yields, inventory growth versus absorption rate, foreclosure rates and distressed listings, builder activity and new permits. Local markets, are coastal vs inland diverging? If interest rates ease and demand returns, a rebound is possible. But if borrowing costs stay high, pressure will build. For potential buyers, this may be your window. But don't rush, run your numbers. For sellers, adjust expectations. Price cuts and delays may become common. For viewers building this channel, tell the stories behind the data. It's what connects with people. Florida's real estate dream is under stress, but it's not dead. What's unfolding now is a correction, a recalibration, a test of resilience. How communities, governments, and individuals respond will define the next chapter. As the glare of boom years dims, new stories emerge: homes lost, fortunes reversed, hope challenged. But those able to understand, adapt, and act may yet find opportunity in the cracks. If you want updates on specific Florida cities, Cape Coral, Miami, Jacksonville, or want me to deep dive into insurance, mortgage or foreclosures, comment below, hit subscribe, turn on notifications, and join me on EFA, where we uncover the truth behind the numbers. Until next time, stay sharp, stay informed. Thanks for watching.